Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's deep dive, we're unpacking some major headlines that have everyone talking, from university campuses to the highest levels of government. Buckle up, because this is going to be a whirlwind look at power, policy, and the battles shaping our future. We kick things off with a bombshell out of Columbia University. Just a week after announcing policy changes that seem to align with demands from the Trump administration to reinstate federal funding. INTERRIM President Dr. Katrina Armstrong is stepping down. This comes after intense scrutiny over Columbia's handling of campus protests related to the Israel-Hamas war. The university even conceded 2 new restrictions on demonstrations, sanctions for student groups, and curriculum reviews after a reported $400 million in funding was revoked. Talk about pressure. But Columbia isn't alone in facing these tensions. Across the country at Tufts University, a Turkish doctoral student, Rumes Öztürk, is temporarily saved from deportation after being detained for voicing support for Palestinians. The Department of Homeland Security accused her of supporting Hamas without providing evidence, leading to her visa revocation. The ACLU stepped in, arguing that this violated her free speech and due process rights. This case really makes you wonder, are we seeing a crackdown on dissenting voices on campus? Looking ahead with a potential 2025 return for Donald Trump, anxieties are reportedly rising among his aides. One area of concern, his renewed interest in tariffs, which he sees as a way to generate revenue and punish companies moving production overseas. But some advisors worry about the potential economic fallout, adding another layer of intrigue. Trump has also reportedly expressed interest in labeling his inauguration day Liberation Day, a concept that worries some within his circle due to its potential associations with authoritarian regimes. What kind of message would that send? The potential for significant changes isn't limited to economic policy. Sources indicate that the Trump administration, under HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., is planning massive cuts at the Department of Health and Human Services. This includes potentially eliminating 20,000 positions, including the entire staff of the Office of Infectious Disease and HIV policy, which manages crucial programs like efforts to boost childhood vaccination rates and the Ending the HIV Epidemic initiative. The Office of Minority Health is also reportedly on the chopping block. These cuts are tied to a restructuring plan to merge offices into a new administration for a Health America. The future of HIV overseen initiatives and other HHS agencies remains unclear. Meanwhile, another executive order from Donald Trump has sparked outrage, this time targeting the Smithsonian, under the guise of restoring truth. The order aims to dictate the museum's historical narrative, particularly concerning race. Critics fear this is an attempt to promote a biased, whitewashed version of American history and suppress diverse perspectives. By reportedly rejecting the concept of race as a social construct, the administration is accused of aligning with concerning ideologies. Could a national museum become a tool for political propaganda? The Trump administration's actions have also faced significant legal challenges. Federal judges have dealt a blow to executive orders targeting law firms Jenner & Block and WilmerHale, both connected to the Mueller investigation. The rulings freeze provisions aimed at punishing these firms, with judges citing likely constitutional violations and emphasizing the right to legal counsel and protection from political retribution. This marks the third judicial rebuke of these policies, safeguarding First Amendment rights and the integrity of the legal system. On the international stage, the Trump administration reportedly sent mixed signals to its allies. While publicly reaffirming alliances, the administration pursued policies that often diverged from traditional partnerships, including imposing tariffs on allied nations and questioning the value of NATO. This led to uncertainty and strained relationships. We also saw reports of a University of Minnesota graduate student being detained by ICE, raising concerns about immigration enforcement on university campuses. And within the White House, there were even calls for National Security Advisor Mike Waltz's dismissal following a leaked Signal chat, although Trump ultimately decided against it. So, what does all of this mean? We're seeing potential shifts in government policy, clashes over free speech on campuses, legal challenges to executive power, and evolving relationships on the global stage. These are complex issues with far-reaching consequences. What are your thoughts on these developments? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more in-depth analysis.